Good morning, people. How are we doing today? We are going to talk about how to make America healthy again. Elizabeth Thaley, how are you? How the fuck are you? I'm pretty fucking good, frankly. So, how the fuck are you? Morning coffee, my morning lives. Casey Lewis, how the fuck are you? So, I don't know if the morning lives will stay just because people in California will probably do one a week. I don't know exactly what the schedule is going to look like for next week. I'm going to have it posted by later on today. And the reason being is that I will be gone tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, Monday with the lovely lady. We are going away for Valentine's Day. I cannot fucking wait. Brian, how are you? Janet, how are you? Enigma. Dozer Moser. Oh, the names always crack me up. So how's everybody doing this fine day now that the science has changed? The science has changed. That's what Dr. Leanne Wen is saying. To make America healthy again, we now have to watch for changing science. Somehow science has changed to make it match exactly what I've been saying for 2 years. That's the official thing. Science has changed to match what I've been saying for 2 fucking years. That's just some crazy shit, people. I need a clicker thing. Hey dude, how you doing? All is awesome here. All is awesome for me too, especially now that the world is kind of waking up to. I don't know that they were fucking wrong for 2 fucking years. So I finally got a notification for the live stream. Daryl, thank you very much. I appreciate it. If you haven't already, please do click on the bell if this is on YouTube or whatever notification stream you're watching us on. This is being broadcast on Rumble, YouTube, Twitter, which is the MFing COO. You can see it right here. And you can go to MFing COO at Instagram too, but we're not broadcasting this live on Instagram. This is also on Facebook, the Facebook group, Every Damn Day Fitness Facebook page, and my personal Facebook account. So you can watch it all sorts of places because I have to put it all sorts of places because in the last 2 fucking years, because of the science, apparently, you see, the science was wrong for 2 years. My science was wrong for 2 years. Now my science that I've been saying for 2 years is 100% right, and even Dr. Leanne Wen is saying that the science has changed. I would love for any of these scientists, and I mean fucking any, that are saying the science has changed, to point to what has changed and tell us why. As a matter of fact, in order to make America healthy again, we need to very much take a strong, solid look at the changes. So what we can do to make America healthy again, I'm just going to keep saying that because I fucking fuck with people. Imagine that. Oh yeah, imagine that. Imagine that common sense was actually what we should have fucking done in the first fucking place. Common fucking sense. I mean, it throughout all of history, just so everybody understands, whenever we've had some sort of new virus, especially, it is very concerning because you don't want something that could wipe out a huge portion of the population. What is get there faster, exactly. Get there faster, people. Get there fucking faster. Because what can be said about viruses, unless you are in complete isolation and or wearing a respirator that actually filters in its own air through like a sterilizing filter, you're going to catch it likely. I mean, it is one of those things where be as healthy as you can fucking be. That is one of the reasons why I've been professing for years and years and years to not be a glutton and not make it so you are morbidly obese, as you, in fact, have a weaker immune system. Science changes, my life does not. Exactly. What's up, dude? Feeling great, and I hope everyone else is too. I'm glad that it's been. You folks have made doing lives much more fun again. I always like entertaining, informing, live. I think that's one of the things that is different about me compared to the other people that call themselves fitness people. Here's my thing: if a fitness person can't talk their points live adequately, they don't believe in that shit. They either don't believe in that shit or they don't know that shit. So if you can't discuss live shit, then I mean, how good are you? You know. Anyway, but I appreciate it. One of the problems is though you get asked the same stupid fucking questions all the time, which you guys actually don't do. So I appreciate that. For the most part, we have the trolls coming in. When it's not common, maybe it's just sense. No shit. No shit. I can't believe how many people I hear say, "If I get it," not if, when. That's such a good point. It is a endemic, global, highly virulent pathogen with you know serious complications if you are elderly or immunocompromised. And I've said that from the fucking beginning. It's a very real thing, but it's not a real danger to most people. That's the thing. And that shit's catching up. You have to be invested in your topic to be able to present the information clearly and concisely. That's my point too. Like you should stay up on the literature. We have tons of people that talk about weight loss all the time that absolutely have no idea about a lot of things that would be very beneficial to weight loss. Um, Weight loss is multifaceted and different for everybody. So, if you haven't had it, you probably have it. You were just asymptomatic. That's very fucking true. Also, it's very fucking true. Very, very, very true. Anyway, what we're going to do here, real quick, is we're going to go to see some of the science that's changed. We're going to go over my Twitter feed, and on my Twitter feed, let's see here. Oh yeah, I wanted to wait. You know what? I probably got to redo this. I probably have to make sure Yep, I didn't click on the tab thing to share the video because right here we have Dr. Newt Witowski.
You don't.
Now this is. I want to point out this is from April 29th of 2020. Dr. Newt Witowski is literally one of the most. He's a world expert on population health.
Important thing is you don't need to do anything to prevent disease from running, respiratory disease from running. What you should do, however, and what was not done in the United States, is to protect the elderly. From the experience in Italy, we already knew that the vast majority of people who die are people in their 70s, 80s, and 90s who have comorbidities. So that was nothing new when it also happened in Seattle. We had the very early experience in Seattle of a couple of people, old people with comorbidities, dying in a nursing home. At that point in time, one should have isolated at least the nursing homes, pay the nurses and everybody working there overtime so that they can stay there for 3 or 4 weeks. Sorry, my voice is breaking because I think that is a tragedy. This opportunity was missed. Instead, people were isolating the children who are not at risk at all. You still don't really know what's happened, whether children are infected or not. And if they are infected, they never or virtually never develop a phenotype. To isolate those who are not at risk and put those at risk who are at risk is a catastrophe. It's a human catastrophe that should never, ever have happened. And if people say they don't have money for that, for $2 trillion, you can pay a lot of overtime. You could have made all of these people millionaires, and there would be a lot of money left. and we would have really protected the virus from getting into the nursing homes and killing those who are the most vulnerable.
That's Dr. Nowakowski, and I just thought it was interesting to put it out today, because we're also at a stage right now where the regime, basically, I mean, let's not pussyfoot around this shit, okay? So the powers that be have been telling everybody to lock down, wear facial decorations, pretending that this pathogen is super incredibly deadly to every human being that could possibly come in contact with it. They've been making it seem like if you get it, you're almost absolutely going to end up on a fucking ventilator, which is very far from the truth. 80 to 85% of people that would actually get this pathogen would never fucking know it unless they took a fucking test. It's just fucking real. They would be asymptomatic. Asymptomatic spread has not been, nor is ever been, a fucking real thing that drives a pandemic, even though they've been trying to make it seem that way. To make America healthy again, we have to come to our fucking senses. Just everybody gets that, right? Now, here's the thing. A lot of people will change their fucking tune. A lot of people are going to fucking, a lot of people are going to change how they view stuff, right? A lot of people are going to change what they're going to pretend, and this is going to. You watching
the thing is,
you watching the fitness world. In the fitness world, people are going to pretend like those shit. People are going to pretend like they said this shit the whole fucking time. They're going to pretend like they fucking knew this. This is Dr. Leanna Wen. You might know her from CNN. She's also the one that's recently come out and said that masks were nothing but facial decorations and everybody should wear an N95 mask. And she's being called to the carpet from Senator Ron Johnson, who, in case people don't know, this is him. And he's saying, quote unquote, public health experts like Dr. Leanna Wen went from a pro-government mandate to it should be an individual choice because the science has changed, quote unquote. The science never changed, but they can no longer deny the truth. Will the COVID gods be held accountable for their misinformation spread? I believe, and here's my thing. We need to wake up to the fact that this was called wrong from the beginning, okay? We need to determine whether it was called wrong from the beginning by mistake, just clear, sheer ineptness and panic by the people that we had in charge. Maybe they shouldn't have been the people in charge, you know? And I'm talking at every fucking level. Because how did we get to the point in 2020 that we were locking people in their fucking homes, basically, arresting people for jogging on the beach? How did we view what should have been seen as, I don't know, something that's kind of, an unfortunate thing to happen to society, but how can we trash society knowing like lockdowns and shit like that were known to hurt people, just so you know. I mean, like we knew it was going to. We need to determine whether these people, like Dr. Leanna Wen, Fauci, all of them, we need to determine why they were either if they were lying. Like Dr. Leanna Wen here has shown how facial decorations that match just facial decorations. She's also shown here saying it's time for a national mask mandate, and that's from April 24th, 2020, as if masks the people were wearing that she's now calling facial decorations would have done something that would have somehow saved 100,000 lives. She's a very clear political pundit, but her response back to the doctor is that, with respect, Senator Ron Johnson, science has changed. Where? What? Show it to me. Show me the data that causes you to say that science has changed. Do not. I mean, what we need to do is just, instead of them talking, they are scientists and doctors. They should be able to point out what has fucking changed, so we can then, as people, address it. Like, if there's been change in data, we should know. They should be able to decipher. They should be like, here's what the data changed to say. If you say the data has changed, great, especially because it's pointing us towards you not being in a hysterical fucking frenzy over a fucking cold virus. But show me where it's changed. Otherwise, I'm going to want to hold you accountable for the fucking crazy shit you said that is completely opposite of what you're saying now. Unless you want to be viewed as somebody that does not know what the fuck they're talking about, Explain to me why you think the science has changed. We didn't have vaccines for children 5 to 11 until November. Children are at almost no fucking risk, and since the jab does not prevent transmission, it is only to address the person's personal risk. They are at almost no fucking risk at all. I mean, none. I would argue I would argue, unless you can prove it to me with the data, that the risk of an unknown jab therapy is more that we should do for 5 to 11-year-olds than just letting them get a virus that is not dangerous to them. That's my argument by it. Until you can show that I am definitively wrong and you are definitively right, or were definitively right and I was definitively wrong, why is this not an option? For America to get healthy again, we need to come to our fucking senses and realize that we have individual choice, that we should be treating our bodies well, that we should get to the point where, like, if anybody has not talked about, and I don't believe Dr. Leanna Wen has talked about it until maybe even recently, if they have not talked about being as healthy as you can fucking be, we should ask them why. They should have to answer to that. If it is known, it's been known since fucking April of 2020 that it's mostly elderly people and fucking fat people that are dying of this, we should be asking why they didn't try to lessen the number of fat people or warn that people could get fatter from doing the things that they told everybody they had to fucking do. That's the fucking crazy shit. We need to hold these people accountable. Everybody. I'm talking everybody that did not openly say get healthy. Trump, Leanna Wen, Dr. Fauci, everybody. We should ask everybody what the data was. We should sit all these people down and be like, we entrusted you with public health. Explain your actions from 2020 and why it has changed now. Everybody should have to answer this. This was their job, was to take care of society. They said that they were trying to protect our health. And it looks like they did a lot of things that were very negative for our health to do things that had no benefit for our health and have long-term negative effects on people and society. We should get fucking answers. To make America healthy again, we should have these people answer for what they did, explain why. If the explanation is not thorough enough, we should remove them from positions of any authority about public health, and we should investigate what has changed. We should since it has changed so much, we should take a look at all of the data from the entire fucking time, and we should see what all is real and what all isn't real. We should do this because this will help get people on the same page. We should hold public debates. If they're saying that the data has changed all of a sudden to agree with what people have been saying all the time, they should be able to defend this against the people that have been saying it all the time, because either the people that have been saying this all the time were precognitive or they were just interpreting the data in a better way. So that's what we should do. This woman says, we now know the jabs protect well against Omicron. No, we don't. I would love to see the data on that. And what is well? What is the definition of well? Who are you to make that determination when you yourself were advocating for mask mandates when now you are calling them facial decorations? Why should you, this woman, or any public health official that has not spoken out about getting to a healthy weight, watching what you eat, and having a good healthy lifestyle with vitamin supplementation that is geared around antiviral replication, why should we listen to any of you? It appears to me that the gym bros did way better than the fucking scientists. Mark Lobliner was talking about vitamin D supplementation in April and got fucking shadow banned for it, almost lost the fucking Tiger Fitness channel. For something that they say now should be done for everybody. He literally said something that had scientific backing, scientific data, never even really mentioned the vid, just said that people should take vitamin D for their health. It helps protect against the flu. So we have viruses going around. At the very least, it will help protect you against the flu. And they fucking shadow banned him for it. Why? We need to ask these questions. We need to hold these people accountable. These social media entities that blocked information for therapeutics and for health. Like, there is no reason why me saying unfatten yourself because there's a virus going around should have been in any way fucking deleted, blocked, anything like that. And I've had videos deleted and blocked for that shit. There should have been, we should hold these people accountable. I mean, absolutely. I can openly say this, and I mean this, and this is not to rub it in. I fucking told everybody so. People called me a conspiracy theorist for 2 fucking years, and now the data has changed to match everything I fucking said the entire time. I'm good with it. because we need to fucking have this ridiculous rhetoric stop. We need to have it fucking go to fuck away. However, we need to discuss what fucking went on the last 2 years. We absolutely do. This cannot be swept under the rug. Absolutely cannot. She also then goes on to one-way masking with N95 and KN95 protects wearer. So now your mask can protect you. 2 years into this, and your mask can protect you. Have the fuck at it. We're masked forever. Get the jab. I don't fucking care. That's your personal responsibility. It's your body. It's your responsibility. Weigh 500 fucking pounds. I am going to openly say that I don't agree with any of that shit. I don't believe that masks stop viruses because they fucking don't and never fucking have. It says on their fucking packages. Even with an N95, if you're not replacing it often and you're not fit testing it, it's not going to fucking work all that well. It does impede your fucking breathing. Absolutely. It does impede your fucking breathing. Asymptomatic spread has never been a thing. Kids were never at any real fucking danger from this fucking... Kids were way more danger by what we did to them in the last 2 years. Way more fucking danger by what we did to them in the last 2 years with isolation, increased suicide, mental disorders, developmental disorders, holding people back on their development. The kids are like 2 fucking years behind in school. They were already stupid as fuck. Our public education system was already fucking horrible, and now they're 2 fucking years behind because pussies. Because a bunch of people, and this is what it breaks down to, a bunch of people who said, this is about the greater good. This is about us wanting to make sure that, we take care of everybody. If it can save one fucking life, you didn't give a fuck about the fucking suicides. You didn't give a fuck about the overdoses. You didn't give a fuck about any of that fucking shit. All these, if it could save one life, people didn't lose any fucking weight. We just fucking got fatter. If it can save one life, I can save fucking 1.3 million lives. Everybody lose some fucking weight. That's the fucking thing. Lose some fucking weight. Like, if it's about saving lives, why are we celebrating fucking Lizzo, pretending she's not fat as fuck? Why are we celebrating Tess Holiday pretending she has anorexia when she's gluttoning herself on fucking camera? Why are we pretending that any of this shit is actually fucking real? What the fuck? Now all of a sudden all the data has... Hi, awesome sauce. Now all of a sudden all this data has fucking changed? Bullshit. It hasn't fucking changed. If we want to make America healthy again, we need to come to fucking common sense. Let's have discussions. Let's have public debate. Let's pull out let's pull out the data and discuss it. You fucking crazy fucks. Let's see here. What else do I have on my fucking Twitter? Make America healthy again, motherfuckers. Make America healthy again. Let's see. By the way, we do have coaching and consultation link for the lives. If you're ready, like, let's be real. The biggest threat in the last 2 years is unless you're elderly, the biggest threat is being a fat fuck. I mean, I'm just gonna put it straight up today. The biggest threat to yourself in the last 2 years, besides being an elderly person, has had nothing to do with the decoration you wear on your face. It has nothing to do with with anything like that. It has nothing to do with how well you fucking hunkered down. It has nothing to do with how well you fucking did any of that bullshit. It has nothing to do with any of that shit. Give me a second. People are sharing a lot of my fucking videos today. Huh. Thought I had. Oh wait, I do. First of all, let's take a look at this. By the way, another way you can tell this is not about your health. It's been known for 2 years being obese puts a person at risk. The country has gained weight in that time. You can take a look at this. Obesity was found to significantly increase the risk of admission to ICU by 71% compared to non-obese patients infected with COVID-19, indicating that the higher BMI associated with increased COVID-19 disease severity and the need for intensive care at hospitals. The study confirmed obesity as a significant risk factor for the admission of COVID-19 patients into ICU. Therefore, BMI should be considered a predictive measure when assessing the risk of severe outcomes for COVID-19. and additional precautionary measures should be put into place upon admission of individuals with obesity into the hospital with COVID-19. Just another fucking study that, shows what we've known for 2 fucking years. Just fucking kind of sad, crazy bullshit. Let me see here. I found this one. Should just introduce resign immediately. 25,000 votes. 97.2% say yes. I fucking totally agree with that. Here's the one I wanted to talk about. Okay. So the difference between of and with. This is what we do to get America healthy. We actually have conversation that is based in fucking reality that discuss the fucking shit information that they have had the entire fucking time. This information has not changed. This has been on the CDC website for fucking a year and a half. This literally thing saying that anywhere between 94 and 95% of people that have passed away with the vid have had on the average of 4 comorbidities with an average age of 78. The other 5% of all ages, by the way, approximate 5% have had nothing. 5%. One in 20 of the deaths. 1 in 20. Okay? So if you take a look at this, this is from the CDC website. We can go to. Awesome sauce just moved the fucking camera. She's doing good, by the way. Crystal's got her losing weight. It's fucking amazing. Anyway, type 3 COVID. Hang on a second. Let me go back. Let's see. Table 3 shows the types of health conditions and contributing causes mentioned in conjunction with deaths involving coronavirus disease 2019. The number of deaths that mention one or more of the conditions indicated is shown for all deaths involving COVID-19 and by ages. This is on the fucking CDC website. For over 5% of these deaths, COVID-19 was the only cause mentioned on the death certificate. For deaths with conditions or causes in addition to COVID-19, on average, there were 4.0 additional conditions or causes per death for data on deaths, blah, blah, blah. So if you go down and you look at what we've put here, this number, this is from, you can clearly see right here, this is from 2/6/2022. That's when it's last updated. So it's not like this is fucking crazy. And you can check my fucking content from a year and a half ago showing this very chart just about. Okay? Showing this very chart. Right here it says 890, 186. So 890, 186 times an approximate 0.05 equals approximate 44,509 people in the course of 2 fucking years that have passed away only of COVID-19. Only of. If you take these numbers right here, this is the under 65 bracket, which totals 228,305 people as of 2/6/2022. 228,305 times approximately 0.05 equals approximately 11,415 deaths under the age of 65 from only COVID-19 in over 2 years. To make America healthy again, I will say this again. To make America healthy again, we need to enter the realm of reality. We need to enter the realm of reality where this, in fact, is a pandemic of the elderly and obese. This is a pandemic of lifestyle-driven illness and being elderly. These are the very sheer facts. That is much more productive by me saying that than everybody locked down, even if you're healthy or not. It is me telling people that have lifestyle-driven comorbidities that you have put yourself at higher risk. That is much more what public health should have done in 2020 than what they did. We should hold these people accountable. I would love to ask a bunch of them questions. I mean, and I'm a nobody. I'm not some fucking genius, technically, but I am not some. I don't fancy myself some sort of fucking savior. I am literally some fucking dude that refuses to follow along when the data clearly shows me fucking differently just because I'm told to. I refuse. I absolutely fucking refuse. I mean, it is in fucking insane. Show me different. Like, what different? Like, at this stage, we are just arguing about what the data means to ourselves. Because I can look at the data and say we never should have done anything besides encourage people to get fucking healthy, give out vitamin D to fucking everybody. Like, the government should have started sending the population vitamin D. We were able to inoculate a huge portion of the population. If you're telling me we could not get a year's supply of vitamin D to take 5,000 IUs, if your doctor says it's okay for you, to every fucking human soul to help prevent very severe illness, to help prevent cytokines, you must be fucking kidding me. If you are telling me that we could not have told Americans to not fatten themselves, to get exercise, to if you're 30 minutes a day, if you're telling me we could not have done this, oh, it's boring. Okay, later. Then don't watch, bitch. I'm sorry, but if anybody can think of anything better that they should be talking about, then I don't know, being healthy, fucking watching out for fucking the country and shit like that. Great. But if you think I'm boring because I keep presenting data to people that has been fucking like, I told you so. Fucking for real, bitches. Like, you make America healthy again, let's fucking get healthy. No shit. If you don't like what I fucking say, get the fuck out. I don't give a fuck. What, you think I'm worried about? You think I'm worried about a subscriber? Like, if I was worried about subscribers, I would have done what all these fucking bitches did, and I would have just kept talking about the normal fucking shit and the normal fucking YouTube fitness bullshit instead of trying to fucking tell people to get fucking healthy. Instead of actually talking about real shit. I would have been a fake ass motherfucker like most of these fucking people. Because most of these motherfuckers are fucking fake. Most of them are fucking fake. For real. Until you can show me why my interpretation of the data should not be my own, you can fuck off. For real. I just don't understand what in the fuck people were thinking. But here's what we're going to do to get America healthy. We are going to come to the fucking terms of reality that in fact, the last 2 years was the wrong fucking move. All that, this being terrified, hiding away, not good. I mean, stress and anxiety is one of the comorbidities listed. Stress and anxiety can lower your immune system, cause you to gain weight, all sorts of shit. We need to fucking actually stop fucking terrifying people on purpose. The mainstream media has killed more people in the last 2 fucking years than any mass murder ever. I mean, ever. They have stressed people to like. I wonder if we could possibly do a study to see how many people watched a lot of fucking CNN and took their own fucking life. Because there has to be correlation. There has to be. It has to be. Yeah, that's the thing. It's always been about politics, never about somebody's health. It's never been about health. Never, not once. And people that say, well, "Oh, it's boring. Listen to you talk about it all the time." Then fucking, what do you want to talk about? Like that, you sound like a fucking lemming. It's kind of fucking sad. So here's what we're gonna do. We are going to get to the reality that, in fact, we likely should have done shit very fucking different. The more people argue back against that, the worse it is. We just need to get there. We need to open everything quickly. If you are personally afraid, if you're 300 pounds, you should be concerned. You should be more concerned. If you're a 300-pound person, you are not in good health. You should be concerned. You should do something about that. You've had 2 fucking years. I've heard that before too. We have more obese people now than we had, so maybe we shouldn't just open up now because we have more at-risk people. If you have made yourself more at risk during this time of being terrified of a virus, and if you my thing about this is this: if you are a person that has gotten more obese during this time, you should really evaluate. You should fix something. Something's wrong. You know, as you've always known, that you get sick easy if you're big. Like, I mean, we know this. We fucking know this. So you absolutely should fix it. Do something. Start today. Drink more water. Get better sleep. You know, get more activity in your life. 30 minutes consistently a day. Make it a fucking habit. Avoid processed foods. Avoid processed carbohydrates, especially. You can do this. I'm 164, down from 167 since I started the 14 days to stop the spread. Since I started the 14 days to stop obesity post, and I'm concerned. What are you concerned about? You're 164, down from 167. What are you concerned about? For real. Obesity is now brave and healthy, for fuck's sake. Mainstream media and leftist activists who are arrogant, entitled elitists have hence no audience. It's fucking crazy. It really is. I'm terrified for a virus only because it can mess with your flying plans. So you're concerned with your health. Why are you concerned with your health if you've lost 3 pounds since starting 14 days to stop the spread of to stop the spread? How have you lost the weight by not eating processed food and only eating real food? Because if you're eating real food, I don't know why you're concerned. I really don't. Amelia, my lecture break finally came, so I can go listen here. Thank you very much for joining, Amelia. I fucking appreciate it. I do. But I would love to hear why you're concerned about your health if you've lost 3 pounds from not eating processed foods, because that's the 15-day that slowed the spread. And get proper hydration and everything like that. Did y'all see the sheep line up to look like hypodermic needle? Yeah, that was funny. Oh, you're concerned enough to do it. Okay, I thought you meant from what you're doing. I was like, well, because I was going to answer questions. So that's it is fairly easy, people. Like for the most part, just avoid processed carbohydrates. If you're morbidly obese, you eat processed. The very first thing you can fucking do. I mean, very, 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 very few people that are morbidly obese don't eat a lot of processed carbohydrates. Very few. It's sad and crazy, but it's true, But so to make America healthy again, we need to actually have real conversation about health. We need to stop pretending that obesity is in any way healthy. It is. That, to me, I cannot even believe we fucking do that. I can't even believe we go there. So we're going to go through 2 years of pretending everything is super fucking deadly. Facial decorations, everything like that. Stay in. Kids can't go to school. Kids still have to mask a lot of fucking places, which is that is child abuse. It is like what we've done to children in the last 2 years has been straight up societal abuse to children. Straight up. Learning disabilities, trauma, social programming, you fucking name it. It is absolute. We have absolutely abused children in the last 2 fucking years. History is going to look back and judge these last 2 years as a time of great stupidity, sorrow, and evil. It's just going to fucking happen. But we need to fucking accept the fact of reality that, in fact, we are going to have to live with viruses for the rest of our fucking lives, because guess what? Nature, the cats are arguing. And we're also going to have to try to be one of the best way to fucking avoid bad outcomes is being at a fucking healthy weight, getting plenty of vitamin D, eating whole foods, keeping your inflammation low, getting proper sleep, getting proper stress relief, getting proper hydration. This is how you are healthy. This is how you are not owned by the fucking pharmaceutical industry also. We need to kind of get to the fact that we should try to be as healthy as possible. We should try to. I have hair that I see, crystal hair. We need to get as healthy as fucking possible. We absolutely need to try to minimize our impact on our healthcare system. Remember that 2 years ago? That's why we did the fucking slow the spread. The slow the spread, just so everybody remembers, the slow the spread was not meant to save any lives. Like, lockdown was never even meant to save lives. You can look this shit up. It was meant to just spread the death around. It was actually meant to keep it it was meant to keep the pathogen in the fucking population longer so as to slow down the deaths to protect the hospital system. It was never meant to save a single fucking life. Anybody that says lockdowns save lives is, in fact, a fucking idiot. We need to get out, be social, be kind to each other. We need to accept each other for their differences. If you thought I should be mandated to take a therapy that I did not want, I hope you the best. I do. I hope you the best. I hope that you have a long, prosperous, happy, healthy life. I'm going to choose to view you as a fucking tyrannical idiot because you thought I should not have the right to choose to do something that only affected me, that doesn't stop transmission or anything like that. You felt that I should have to do something to make you feel safer when you, in fact, could do yourself. But I wish you nothing but proper health. You know why? Because here's why. I can wish people that I have people that have sent me death threats that I wish nothing but health for. Because if everybody's healthy, then there's no fucking threat to the hospital system. Then there's no fucking excuse for these fucking lemmings to try to take people's freedom away under the guise of being terrified over a fucking cold virus. So I want everybody, whether they like me, dislike me, to get healthy. I will work with fucking anybody. Again, just so we're clear, here's our coaching special. You can have a 30-minute consultation. If you want to debate with me for 30 minutes about why I'm wrong, please fucking get a consultation and we can fucking do so. No shit. If you want to come on live here, let me know. We can do so. You know, I mean, I want everybody to be healthy, as healthy as everybody, whether they like me or dislike me, whether they agree with me or disagree with me. The one thing we should be able to agree upon, as both the regime and science has now admitted, being fat is bad for you when it comes to this virus. I still understand that a huge portion of woke culture is trying to still push that fat acceptance, weight stigma, body positivity, blah, 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 blah. All the stupid bullshit. I get it. You look stupid as fuck, by the way. Like, I mean, it's pathetic. It really is. But cats are throwing fits this morning. But I wish you nothing but the best. Like, I wish Tess Holliday would lose fucking probably 250 fucking pounds at this stage. I wish she would take it seriously. I'd fucking help her. No shit. I can guarantee that give me and my team, give us fucking a year and a half, we could probably have Tess lose 200 pounds. And not really suffer all that much, like not be hungry and shit like that. We could fucking do it. I guarantee it. I guarantee that I could get her to lose probably 150 pounds in a year and a half and be much healthier while still enjoying life, not feeling like she's on some sort of super restrictive diet and shit. I absolutely could. It would involve some therapy from somebody we would suggest to her, because she is fucking, in fact, crazy as fuck. But I could not easily, but I could help her lose 150 pounds in a year and a half. Fucking guaranteed. Guarantee it. You know, we can help all these people. They can help themselves. They can help themselves. That's the fucking thing. I want them to do so. I mean, she fucking hell hates me because she talks shit on me to people that fucking then talk to me. But I can very fucking clearly say this. Her and Lizzo and all these other people need to fucking stop encouraging people to get fat, because that's what they're fucking doing. They know it. It is not something to be glorified. That's another thing too. To make America healthy again, we need to absolutely normalize suggesting to obese people they lose some fucking weight. I mean, not be mean about it. We don't need to actually be mean. We don't need to be like, oh, you big fucking person or whatever, blah, 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 all the insults that a lot of people throw out to obese people just to hurt their feelings, because that shit does happen. But that does not change the fact that we should encourage obese people to get to a healthy weight. It is for their own good. It is for society's good. We spend probably $3 trillion a year on lifestyle-related comorbidities, including obesity. We spend about $3 trillion a year between healthcare and lost production on lifestyle-driven chronic illness. 3 fucking trillion for a fucking country that borrows money every goddamn day. We spend $3 trillion a year in lost productivity and fucking healthcare costs for lifestyle optional illnesses. Society cannot sustain that. Society cannot fucking sustain that. I've maintained a loss of 40 pounds for 6 years now. I'll be 58 in May. I've yet to see a fat activist who's over 50. Boom. Great fucking job, first of all, you know. Great fucking job. There's too much focus on treatment, not enough on prevention. That's my fucking point exactly. My point exactly. Like, fucking be healthy. Like, if anybody has advocated for anything regarding this bullshit and not also advocated to lose fucking weight, they are not too, in my opinion, they've voided their own opinion. They're entitled to have it, but they sound like a fucking fool. If you have told people to wear a facial decoration without telling them to stay at a healthy weight and get exercise, you are in fact a fucking lemming, an idiot. If you have told people just stay in for the public good, but not also coupled that with while you're staying in, don't get fat because since you're going to be sedentary inside, like if you haven't like tried to help them stay healthy through these mitigations, you are in fact a fucking idiot or evil person. Likely both. We have warning labels on cigarettes and alcohol. We need warning labels on junk food. I fucking totally agree. 100% agree. Oop. Is it right that some people have insulin resistance or something? Yes, some people have insulin resistance. Some people do. It's like they would say an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. That saying has been fucking killed, dead. So let's see. I love having my body reflect my health. When did being so big that you can't see your cock or have sex become acceptable? Why would you not want to be able to look around and be healthy with your partner? That's exactly. I fucking agree, Russell. Great fucking point. Great fucking point. Cigarettes and alcohol have high taxes on them. Time to do that for junk food. Well, how about for junk food? How about we just stop subsidizing the sugar industry $4 billion a year? I mean, $4 billion a year in taxpayer money goes to fucking subsidize the fucking very profitable already sugar industry. Like, why? So Lucky Charms can be cheaper to give to your fucking children? That's fucking crazy. We should be subsidizing the hemp industry $4 billion a year, creating a whole protein full of fiber and great, natural nutrients. And fucking, we should be, possibly using it for fucking, hempcrete, and you can make plastic. You can make fucking bottles out of fucking hemp. You can fucking fabric. You can eat it. You can wear it. You can fucking use it for paper instead of fucking trees. You can. I mean, so much shit. Like we could. I mean, hemp. If we subsidize hemp, it would create fucking how many jobs? Fucking millions of jobs. It would be what instead of poisoning society with a clearly, and I'm sorry, let's get there faster, a clearly addictive substance such as processed sugar, we could be healing the country, healing the fucking climate, because all sorts of new production of fucking of hemp would fucking definitely help with fucking. I mean, come on, we need to get there. Love this guy, love his reality. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. The statement set me free. I feel the same exact way. No shit. I think it's funny how people are not just fat people complain about how many calories food is in a restaurant and saying it will cause eating disorders. And let's see. Unvaccinated being targeted and denied access to health care, but morbidly obese are being celebrated and cheered by Hollywood. It's shameful. That's fucking, what a great point. That's the thing. In order to make America healthy again, America's got to fucking take a dose of reality. Okay? Here's a dose of reality. Shit's questionable. Our leadership has been questionable for fucking years and years and years. We have allowed government to basically pawn pharma food, sugar, shit like that off on us. Our government should be encouraging people to lead healthy fucking lifestyles. If you wonder why they do not, understand how many lobbyists that the fast food, sugar, pharmaceutical industry have. Ask yourself why lobbyists are a fucking thing when these people are supposed to represent the fucking people. Plus medicinal properties. No shit. Preach, making a better planet for our children. I mean, that's the thing. Like, I can fucking, like, I could go off on lifestyle choice, on why us not, how are we not, to make America healthy again, how are we not discussing obesity? How are we not discussing how obesity is bad for the fucking planet? How are we not, like, it is basic, simple logic. To make America healthy again, we can also help with our climate change issue that most of these people talk about. Like, if you cannot possibly talk about climate change. You want to make America healthy again? You want to be a healthy country? Let's be real. Overconsumption is over fucking consumption and leads to more consumption. The overconsumption that leads a person to morbid obesity also led to larger carbon emissions to get those products to be consumed, to make those products to be consumed, than it would have if the person would not be consuming them at a rate that is then making them sickly, causing them to consume more pharma, more clothing, more fuel. Like, I mean, it's like, to get the food to the person to glutton themselves so they can then use more fuel to haul their fat ass around, use more clothing to cover their fat ass, and more pharma to keep their fat ass alive than what they would without consuming all that extra that was brought to them, made for them, packaged, all the fucking things that lead to more carbon from just the production of the food and the transport of the food and the serving of the food. Like, so why do you think companies do not try to get people to lose weight again? Could it be that all these industries make a lot of fucking money from their main consumers, obese people? Like, how are you this? How is society this stupid that we don't see this? I mean, I don't understand. Lockdowns to avoid overburdening the medical system, then fire nurses and not getting the shot. I mean, again, people should have to answer. We should get answers to all this shit. But I agree, it's important to know how much you're eating. Calories don't magically evaporate. Exactly. Industrial farming supports mostly junk and fast food. Wouldn't need to have so many acres of wheat and soy if we didn't have 100 different types of cereals and sugars. That's also a good point. I do think that we could convert a lot of that wheat and soy to hemp also. It would be fucking amazing. So my children are healthy and have no ignorant ideas about leftist ideology. Healthy eating habits are learned at home first. I completely agree. Wouldn't eat industrial cattle and poultry farming if it weren't for fast food. You know what? That's an interesting thought. That is a fucking interesting thought. I do believe that we should get to the point where everybody decides to own their own fucking, like, grow some of their own fucking food. If you have a lawn, grow food, not lawns. What the fuck? Shop at farmers market. There's a great fucking store down here right now called Farmer Joe's, and they've partnered with local farms for produce and meats and stuff like that. It's fucking amazing. Get there faster. That is one of the phrases that we have used in the last 2 years, Crystal and I, and a lot of our content. Because just so everybody understands, like, even the prep for this, Crystal helps prep me for. Like, it's our content. Like, she is the actual true genius behind all of this. So just so people know. But get there faster, people. Get there faster. Those are so true. I can't believe in real life that we can't even have a discussion that obesity is dangerous without getting canceled. I feel your frustration every day. It's not thin privilege; it's fat consequences. That's it exactly, Casey. It really is. Like, I don't get it. Like, I don't understand. Like, it is like talking to hissy fitting little children. Are we talking about health? Because if you want to talk about public health and not talk about getting fatter and not talk about obesity, we literally had 2 years where all we talked about was the greater good and public health and blah, blah, blah. And they avoided talking about being obese for 2 fucking years. Don't get me wrong. Now they're going to start talking about it because trust on this shit. They are going to try to push pharmaceutical and surgical means to lose weight as hard as they fucking can. The pharma industry is not going to miss this opportunity. This is what's going to happen. Mark my fucking words. Mark this fucking video. Just like with almost all of my videos for the last 2 fucking years from the beginning of this, they just are future I told you so's. And if that upsets people, fuck you. I told you so. You know it. You deep down know it. People know that I fucking called this shit. So watch what happens here, because they clearly know that they have lost the fucking narrative, that people are not buying the narrative, that they're being seen as openly lying right now. That's why the shift is happening so quickly, is because people are awakening to the fucking idea that, oh shit, we've called this wrong. What the fuck do we do now? So they are going to shift quickly, very fucking quickly, away from masks and lockdowns and everything so super dangerous. They'll still push the jab, but it will be an option. You watch. That way they'll be able to say, well, it's optional. They've got enough people to take it already that we're probably going to have heart problems. You know, it's looking that way for real. Like a certain number of people that took it are going to have heart issues because for real, they've admitted that it causes myocarditis. And in fact, it is. The fuck? It's reality. So they're going to pivot very fucking hard. The science has not changed. Their tune will. The only science that has changed is political science. That's it. That's the only science that has actually changed is political science. It would not even in the fucking future, they will, a certain percentage of people will just try to blame the jab of negative effects on society on Trump. It will happen. You watch. They will try to fucking they'll be placing blame on it. They will. Because it will just get to be known and publicly admitted that some people have problems with it, and it was sold as perfectly safe and effective. Here's the thing. If it wasn't sold as perfectly safe and effective, that hey, this is a brand new therapy. It's still being experimented on. If you're high risk, maybe you should take this because it looks to me like it might have, for very high risk people, might have benefit versus the pathogen. If that was the case, shit, let's talk about other therapies. Let's get fucking healthy. Let's fucking do this shit. All the tools available to try to save as many people as possible. It's when you take it to a fucking extreme, especially when it's a profit source extreme, such as mandating everybody take a therapy. That's a gift to the fucking company that makes that. It's a fucking gift. You understand that? It's a gift. We should ask why it was tried to be forced down people's throats when it had known risk. Just saying that should be happening too. That's part of making America healthy again, because then we can understand what the fuck happened, right? But for real, like, you cannot possibly have had this discussion about public health and not mentioned something that burdened, like, this was all to protect the hospital system. 86% of healthcare burden is from lifestyle-driven chronic illness. It's from chronic illness. So we're not talking about what, in fact, by statistics, leads to almost 90% of the healthcare burden already. How the fuck all you? I mean, like, for real. That's where I've been for 2 fucking years. Get fucking healthy. For 2 fucking years, I've said it. But many years before that, but for 2 fucking years, to make America healthy again, we need to enter the realm of reality where, in fact, if you are obese, you need to lose fucking weight for your health. I mean, if we are going to have it be about public health starts with the health of the public. You fucks. Get there faster. Pay the farm now or pay the pharmacist later. That's fucking great. I love that 2A text, and I love that fucking phrase. I get annoyed when people call something they don't they don't have a privilege. Their brain's been infected with jealousy and prejudice, cloaked in the veil of privilege. Own your own situation. There's no such thing as thin privilege, by the way. None. Absolutely zero. So you tell me that I get the privilege of me being in good physical condition at my age. I get the privilege of everybody just naturally assuming that it's from performance-enhancing drugs naturally assuming they assume it's from performance enhancing drugs. They assume I'm arrogant as fuck about my body, when in fact the shirtless pictures you've seen of me this past summer were the only shirtless pictures of me that exist. I don't. This is not about me. I need to show occasionally for social proof that I do fucking work out, that I do fucking take care of myself, that I practice what I preach. But I don't like how I look. As long as Crystal finds me sexy, I don't give a fuck. What other people think I look like. I really don't. But how is it a privilege to being thin is not necessarily a privilege. I mean, just people have issues when they're thin too. We're actually going to pretend in society right now that obese people aren't treated with kid gloves. We're going to pretend that they aren't treated as if they're little fragile fucking China dolls that are. We need to make sure that the China doll feels perfectly good about their fucking shitty fucking life decisions. We need to make sure that the China doll feels absolutely pretty because we don't want to hurt their feelings at all. Listen, people, we need to fucking enter the realm of reality where telling an obese person to lose weight is actually helping them. We need to enter the realm of reality where somebody that is 300 fucking pounds is in medical jeopardy. We need to realize that they are hurting themselves. And I'm not talking about the fucking football linemen or super tall people or anything like that. They're hurting themselves too. Trust on this. Professional football players do not live nearly as long as fucking other people. They normally have a great deal of pain, just like most professional athletes do when they retire, because they push their body to an unnatural level for their fucking sport. Just like obese people push their bodies to an unnatural level, except they do it for their fucking enjoyment with food. It's so fucking clear. It's just kind of fucking crazy. Now they're talking about taxing meat so they can push ultra-processed proteins. What the fuck? That's crazy shit. I can't believe I found this guy. So grateful. Share my shit, because YouTube's not. I'm also on Rumble. Here is the fucking... here's the coaching link. We can also have a 30-minute consultation where you talk to me for 30 minutes based on whatever you want to talk about. And you also get access to our app, which has live, pre-recorded yoga, HIIT style training. Chris even goes for walks with people. That live coaching deal is just for while this live is running. I normally take one client per live at a very discounted rate. So if you need help getting your shit together, I would suggest you do so now. For real. I like if you have problems controlling your hunger, controlling your food, I can help you. My wife and I can fucking help you. You need to help yourself, but we can fucking help you. I gotta go, but I'm so glad. Sorry, Joe. Have a great day. Thanks for sharing. Thank you very much. Please share. Except Tom Brady. Tom Brady is a very skilled athlete. I think he keeps himself in a good enough athletic shape where he's one of those guys that probably more athletic than what he looks like, but his skill is just fucking next fucking level. So, truth, no strong or large athletes will ever say they're healthy. Look at Hathor Borgensen. He lost over 100 pounds since retiring from competition because he knew the issues were causing. I mean, you can't be and he was 400 some pounds. You can't be 400 some pound male and be fucking healthy. We need to enter reality. To make America healthy again, we need to enter a fucking state of reality in which we realize that what we've done in the last 2 years was stupid. It caused what we've done in the last 2 years caused way more harm to society, than the lives saved, in my opinion, of course. We did not do anything to actually protect the high risk. We didn't do anything. If anything, we hurt them more. I mean, elderly people being out of the very fucking first week of all this bullshit, like the 2 weeks to slow the spread, we still went out and shit. But people were standing in line because they were only letting so many people into BJ's and Costco and shit like that. So people are standing in line 6 feet apart, which is some sort of made up arbitrary number. It's fucking ridiculous. Anyway. People were standing 6 feet apart, some made up arbitrary number of 6 feet, standing right in front or right behind some fucking elderly person who clearly was at high risk. Like 80-year-old people standing in line. We're shuffling all these people into the same fucking, like, we closed down all the local places they go. We shortened the hours of the big box stores, so everybody has to try to get in at the same fucking time, being introduced to people that they hadn't fucking ever met before. Like, we're cross-contaminating fucking like segments of society. It was all stupid. We need to get to the point to make America healthy again that we in fact are fucking are fucking going to actually address our issues. To make America healthy again, we need to in fact talk to fucking people about their fucking weight, about how they fucking eat, about how fucking lazy they are, about how much they sit the fuck down. We need to, in fact, when they put a fucking morbidly obese person on the cover of a magazine and say this is healthy, openly fucking laugh at them. We need to normalize telling people to lose weight for their health. They should, like, you are not healthy if you are obese. We need to normalize being able to say this in society because it's true. We need to normalize telling the truth again about our fucking health in society. We absolutely do. That's my thing. I'm going to take questions for about 5 minutes, and then we're going to be fucking wrapping it up. Because I fucking, it is what it is. You know, like, my fucking phone died. I forgot to plug it in last night. And my charge lasts one day. Let's see. Skilled footballers are a different breed from linemen and linebackers. I completely agree. You've helped more people than you will ever know. I started following you about 5 years ago. I dropped 80 pounds and got strong as fuck. Boom. Great fucking job. And you have helped yourself. I just said shit that resonated with you. Great fucking job. Great fucking job. You should use blue light filter if you are going to stream this late. If you're going to stream this late for your sleep. It is actually very early for me, and I do have a blue light thing on my fucking on my thing. So, you should look into marketing your business to truck companies. So many of us are obese. You know, I mean, I'll market to anybody. Morning, Lindsay. How the fuck are you? Way to go, Rob. No shit. But that's a good idea, and I appreciate it. We will take it into account. That's a great idea. We do have a few truckers, by the way, already, and we help them manage by helping them with food prep, and a lot of them have a small refrigerator in their truck, and there's like different things they can do, but also different ready-made meals, everything like that, and chair yoga or just quick yoga for when they get out of the car, just movement, or when they get out of the truck, just movement. Crystal has some great shit worked out for them. Just fabulously fucking great shit worked out for them. But anyway, just another couple minutes of questions, then I'm going to be off. I'm probably going to film a video or two today. I am not going to be live tomorrow. Crystal and I are heading away. Tomorrow we are going to sleep in a little bit, and then we are heading away to an undisclosed location and for some time to ourselves. Thankfully. Because it's been a long haul. For those of you that may not like the content, like just to get back to the one dude who was like, oh, yelling about it for 2 years isn't doing anything. I tend to disagree with that, but I also want everybody to understand that this grade has been great. Thank you very much. But I also want, damn, excuse me. Excuse me, frog in my throat. I also want everybody to understand that I want everybody to try to be healthy. Like the reason why I have talked about this for 2 fucking years is because I believe it to be true. Just because it's showing to be true now, and I'm saying I told you so a lot. I have no ill will towards anybody that was fooled, but you were fooled. I'm not going to lie to you. Just like I'm not going to lie to you saying that your morbid obesity is not bad for you. I'm not going to lie to people and say like, oh, you were screaming at people in a grocery store to wear a mask as if it did something. I'm not going to tell you that that was understandable or okay. That was crazy shit. You're a crazy fucking person. I'm not going to uh, I'm not going to fucking in any fucking way lie to you again and say you were not stupid. Like, we just need to get to the point where we're telling each other the truth about shit. We want to make America healthy again. Health lies in the truth. So if we want to get America healthy again, people need to control their food. They need to control their hunger. Mark and I have many things coming to make sure that we try to help people do just this. But people still need to fucking take action upon themselves to fucking do it. To make America healthy again, people need to fucking put in basic fucking effort. America is tragically ill right now. For 86% of our healthcare burden from 2020 to be made up of chronic illness is tragic. The way we are leading our life is making us ill and sick. The hospital system can take care of less than 1% of people at any given fucking time. 1%. The wave of chronic illness and disease from the great fattening of 2020 in a couple of years will fucking crush that unless we do something about it. Like, if we were worried about the hospital system for a cold virus, wait till you see what the wave of type 2 diabetes, heart disease, hypertension, osteoarthritis, wait till you see the wave of illness, what it's going to do to the healthcare system in 2 years. Like, people don't just get instantly sick. People get fatter, and then a couple of years later, they get prediabetes, and a couple of years later, they're diabetic. A couple of years later, they get an amputation, and a couple of years later, they're dead. People get fat, and then a couple of years later, start having heart problems, and a couple of years later, they have to have a stent put in, and then a couple of years later, they're dead. Like, people need to grasp that lifestyle choices have consequences. You understand that? Lifestyle choices have consequences. We need to make America healthy again by not pretending that being obese and eating like shit is in any way healthy. We are literally pretending that we're pretending that models that can barely walk down the fucking runway are healthy, are not a drag on society. We need to stop pretending that chronic illness is not mostly lifestyle driven and in fact a burden upon our society. The lifestyle most people are leading will burden them in some way to society. We need to stop pretending that a monthly subscription or monthly prescription of medication that keeps you alive because of your choices. If you have cardiovascular disease because of how you've eaten, if you have type 2 diabetes and need to take insulin because of how you have eaten and continue to fucking eat, it's a form of mental illness all in its own to take both insulin and eat fucking processed foods. That is mental illness. We should view it that way. That person needs serious counseling. I'm not trying to even be mean, but if you yourself have to inject yourself with insulin or take metformin because you are pre-diabetic and you are still eating like shit, you should get some mental health care. That is so blatantly clear and obvious to me. I don't understand why people don't understand that. Like, you are clearly, and I mean clearly, harming yourself. What the fuck? I mean, it is. You are knowingly ingesting items that hurt you. I don't even understand how we've gotten here in society. I really don't. Enter reality. To enter fitness, for America to be healthy again, we need to keep open eyes as to how shit develops with how the long-term effects of what we've done in the last 2 years from both the jab and from lockdowns affect society. It's going to be a real thing. We need to openly talk about it. We absolutely do. We need to openly talk about it because it is going to be a real issue. We need to openly talk about keeping ourselves healthy, getting to a healthy state. We need to openly talk about how to help minimize hunger. We are about to come out with our book, to the hunger management method, beyond willpower. We are literally, I mean, we have a hunger management support group. If you get a 30-minute consultation, you also get to be in the hunger management support group for a month. And then we can work on a price for you staying. It's like $9.99 a month. You get access to any of our programs, the hunger management group, all the lives, everything like that, for $9.99 a month. We are likely, when we do sell our book, we are likely going to sell the book either to people that already have, like anybody that already has a membership or as a client. It will be for a much reduced price. And the book itself will probably sell straight from our fucking app to people that also gives them a month of access to the app, free pre-recorded live yoga trainings, everything like that. Right in the app, it'll help. They'll be able to access all of that shit and get the fucking book. We are doing our best. We gave away 30,000. That's 30K free programs at the beginning of the pandemic to try to get people healthy. We need to just have people enter the realm of reality that, in fact, we need to focus on it. And that's my 2 cents for the day, guys. Anyway, until mainstream media stops praising people like Hess Holly, there's nothing to be done. I'm doing my part. I will be live probably again Tuesday, not Monday, but probably Tuesday. I will let everybody know. I'll put it up on the banner on the channels and stuff like that. I hope all of you have a great fucking day. God damn.